In this lesson, we're going to solve systems by elimination.
All right, so how do I use addition to eliminate a variable? So we're taking a look here at two separate equations, and we're going to be putting these two equations together and trying to eliminate one of the variables so that we can solve for the other variable. And so if I take a look here, I have got a 2x and I've got a negative 2x. So if I added a 2x plus negative 2x, I know that those are going to cancel out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to then put them together. So I'm going to add 3y plus 5y, and I'm going to have 8y. And then I'm going to add the 11 plus the 13, and I get 24. And then we're just going to solve, then continue solving like we always have, and y is going to be equal to 3. So now let's go back and let's take one of our equations. I'm just going to take this top one right here, and we're going to plug it in so that we can solve for the other variable. So we have 2x plus 3 times 3 is equal to then 11. So 2x plus 9 is equal to 11, and now we need to isolate the variable. So when I do that, now I'm going to have 2x is equal to 2, and then we'll divide by the 2, and x is going to be equal to 1. So the solution to this system then is going to be the point 1, because my x is 1, 3. And if I plug the 1 and the 3 in to the top equation, it would work. If I plugged it into the bottom equation, it would also work. All right, so let's try that again. Let's eliminate through addition. Now, to save some time on the video, I am going to have you stop the video. I am going to work this out. I'd like for you to work this one out and then come back to see that if we've got the same answer, then that way the video doesn't get to be so long. All right, so if we eliminated the y's, and then we took 4x minus 2x, we got 2x is equal to the negative 2. We ended up with x is equal to negative 1. And then when we plug that in for the x, we ended up with getting negative 3. So our solution to the system where they're going to cross on the line is going to be, where the two lines are going to cross, is going to be at negative 1, negative 3. All right, number 1, we're going to use subtraction now to eliminate a variable. So looking at these two, notice how I don't have any variables that are going to cancel out. So if we use subtraction, I'm going to put the subtraction symbol right here. I'm going to put a minus. So what I'd be doing is I'd be taking 4x minus 5x, and I get negative 1x. I take 3y minus 3y, and then those would cancel out. And then I would have 2 minus negative 2. Now you know that 2 minus negative 2 is going to be a plus, so you'd have 4. Now, what I like to do though, instead of doing the minus, and this is entirely up to you, I like to go take the opposite of everything here. So instead of having a positive 5, I'd have a negative 5x. Instead of having a positive 3y, I'd have a negative 3y. And then instead of having a negative 2, I'd have a positive 2. So then when you then solve them, and I take 4 minus 5x, I get negative 5x. 2 plus 2, I get 4. So we're going to take then and divide by negative 1, and I'm going to have x is equal to negative 4. So then we're going to take and we're going to plug in to one of these equations, it doesn't matter which one, 4 times negative 4 plus 3y is equal to 2. So negative 16 plus 3y is equal to 2, and then we're going to add the 16, and we have 3y is then equal to 18. And then we'll just divide by 3 on both sides. And so y is going to be equal to 6. So then the solution to our system then is going to, where they're going to cross on the, where the two lines are going to cross, is going to be at negative 4, 6. All right, so for number 2, we have 7x minus 2y is equal to 5, and then we have a 7x minus 3y is equal to 4. So again, notice I have two 7x's, but a positive 7x does not cancel out a positive 7x. So we could go here and we could subtract, take 7x minus 7x, and I get 0 x's. And then I could take negative 2y minus negative 3y, and I'd have to be then adding that. And that's why I like to, when I have these subtraction ones, I like to go and take the opposite of everything, because you are subtracting then. And you don't have to think about it as much when you've got those double negatives. So I have 7x plus negative 7x, and I'm going to have 0 x's. Those are going to cancel out. Negative 2y plus 3y is going to give me a y, or just one y, is going to be equal to then 1. So we know y is equal to 1. Now we're going to, just like we did the other ones, we need to come up here and to the top, and I need to pick one of the equations. And it does not matter if you take one of the original ones, if you take one that you've rewritten. I'm just going to come back up here, and I'm going to use this one right here. I have 7x minus 2y is equal to 5, and I'm plugging in the y. So I have 7x minus 2 times 1 is equal to 5. 7x minus 2 is equal to 5, and I'm going to add my 2, and 7x is equal to 7. So I'm going to divide by 7 on both sides, and x is going to also be equal to 1. So the point at which the two lines would cross would be then at 1, 1. All right, example number 3, how do I arrange like terms? So notice how the first equation is written in standard form. You've got the 8x minus the 4y is equal to negative 4. And that's how we want them. We want them in the standard form where the x and the y are on the same side when we solve these. So notice how the second one is not. So before I could then solve it, I would have to rearrange by moving that 3x to the other side by subtracting it. So I would have then negative 3x plus 4y is equal to then 14. And then we'd be able to solve this. We could then notice how we've got the y's, the 4y, negative 4y plus 4y, that those would cancel out, and then we would continue solving that one. All right, the same thing for number 2. We've got 2x plus 5y is equal to 12, and then I've got 5y plus 4x. So the first one is already written in standard form, so we're going to say 2x plus 5y is equal to 12. And then our second one is not. So the x and the y have to be on the same side. So I'm going to subtract the 4x on both sides. So I'm going to have negative 4x plus 5y is equal to 6. Now for this one, in order to solve it, the 5y, the positive 5y and the positive 5y would not cancel out. So I would either subtract everything, or I could take the opposite of everything by then by making a negative positive and making anything that's positive negative. And notice now how I would have the y's would cancel out, and then I could continue solving. All right, example number 4, how do I solve real-world systems? Number 1, during a kayaking trip, a kayaker travels 12 miles upstream in 3 hours and 12 miles downstream in 2 hours. Find the average speed of the kayaker in still water and the average speed of the water. So let's go ahead, and we're going to have the average speed of the kayaker in water or in the still water is going to be our x. And then let's have the average speed of the water. So the kayaker's speed is going to be the x, and the speed of the water is going to be the y. Now let's go ahead and take a look then, first of all, if it were upstream. So upstream we have 12 miles in 3 hours, making it 4 miles per hour. And if we're going downstream, we're going 12 miles in 2 hours, and so we're going to be going 6 miles per hour. So now we want to then write two separate equations. the first one we're going to have then, we'll have x minus y, because this is going against the current. So it's against. And then we've got then, when we're going downstream, we've got the current going with us. So we're going to have x plus y is equal to then the 6, because this is going with the current. So then when we go to solve this, notice our y's are going to cancel out. And then I'll have 2x is equal to 10. And then we're solving. And so x is going to be equal to then 5. So if we've got x is equal to 5, remember x was our kayaker. So our kayaker is going, he went then, or he or she went 5 miles per hour, where the speed of the water, the average speed of the water is then our y, so our water, then I'm just going to plug it in here, x plus y is equal to 6. Well, I'll plug in the 5. So then we're going to, the water then is going to be 1 mile per hour. So in this lesson, we took a look at how to solve systems with elimination.